You know, the most dangerous decision you will ever make won't feel dangerous at all. It won't raise your heartbeat. It won't keep you awake at night. In fact, it will feel calm, reasonable, even responsible. It's the decision to stay exactly where you are. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something that made you feel uncertain? Not reckless, not careless, but uncertain. If it's been a while, then you may already be walking the riskiest path of all. My name is Grandpa T, and I've spent many years watching people build lives that look safe on the outside, but feel empty on the inside. I've seen dreams postponed, potential slowly fade, and courage quietly disappear. Not because people were weak, but because they chose comfort again and again until comfort became a cage. You see, comfort is a strange thing. At first, it feels like a warm blanket on a cold night. It protects you. It soothes you. But leave that blanket wrapped around you for too long, and it becomes heavy, restricting, suffocating. Now imagine this. A bird is born inside a golden cage. It is fed, protected, safe from storms. It never goes hungry. It never gets hurt. But it also never learns to fly. Now tell me, is that bird safe or is it trapped? Because safety without growth is just a slow form of decay, and that is what the safe path does. It doesn't destroy you all at once. No, it's far more subtle than that. It simply asks you to wait. Stay here a little longer. Be patient. Don't risk it yet. And while you're waiting, life moves forward without you. Let me tell you something I've come to understand. Life is not meant to be controlled. It's meant to be experienced. And the best way I can describe it is this. Life is a river, not a map, not a blueprint. A river. Now, rivers don't ask for permission. They twist, they turn, they crash against rocks. Sometimes they're calm, sometimes they're violent, but they always move forward. Now imagine standing at the edge of that river. You dip your toes in and quickly pull them out. Too cold, you say, too unpredictable. So you step back onto dry land, where it's safe, where nothing changes, where nothing surprises you. But here's the truth. Nothing grows there either. Let me tell you something I've come to understand. Life is not meant to be controlled. It's meant to be experienced. And the best way I can describe it is this. Life is a river, not a map, not a blueprint, a river. Now rivers don't ask for permission. They twist, they turn, they crash against rocks. Sometimes they're calm, sometimes they're violent, but they always move forward. Now imagine standing at the edge of that river. You dip your toes in and quickly pull them out. Too cold, you say, too unpredictable. So you step back onto dry land, where it's safe, where nothing changes, where nothing surprises you. But here's the truth. Nothing grows there either. Let me paint you a picture. Two lives, two choices, same starting point. The first person chooses safety. They take the job they don't love, but it pays the bills. They stay in routines that feel familiar, but uninspiring. They avoid risks, avoid failure, avoid discomfort. Years go by, and one day they look in the mirror and see someone they don't fully recognize, not because they failed, but because they never truly tried. Now the second person, they step into the river. They don't know how deep it goes. They don't know where it leads, but they step anyway. They struggle. They make mistakes. They fail more than once, but they also learn, adapt, grow, and slowly they become someone stronger than they ever imagined possible. Now I know what you're thinking, but Grandpa T, what if I fail? Failure. the word that has stopped more dreams than any obstacle ever could. But let me tell you something important. Failure is not the end of your story. It's the ink that writes your wisdom. Every failure carries a lesson, and every lesson is a tool, a weapon, a guide. Now let's go deeper. Life rewards those who are willing to become students, not of books alone, but of experience, because experience is the only teacher that tests you first and explains the lesson after. And here's the beauty of it all. Every risk you take adds to you, even the ones that don't work out, because lessons compound, just like interest on money. One lesson becomes two, two becomes 10, 10 becomes wisdom, and wisdom is what allows you to see opportunities others are too afraid to recognize. Let me share a truth most people learn too late. You will never feel ready, not completely, not perfectly, not confidently enough. And if you wait for that moment, you will be waiting for the rest of your life. Because readiness is not a prerequisite for action. It is a result of it. Every time you take a risk, something changes inside you, not always outside. Sometimes the world won't notice, but you will. You become a little braver, a little sharper, a little more resilient. And over time, those small internal changes turn you into someone unrecognizable to your former self. So here's the truth. The safe path is not safe. It only feels that way because it asks nothing from you. But in return, it gives you very little. Risk, on the other hand, demands courage, demands uncertainty, demands that you step into the unknown without guarantees. But what it gives you in return is something priceless: growth, expansion, transformation. So if you're standing at a crossroads right now, one path feels safe, the other feels uncertain. Listen carefully. Your future is not built on comfort. It is built on courage. Take the step, not because it's easy, not because it's guaranteed, but because staying where you are is the only decision that guarantees nothing will change. Life is a river, and it's waiting for you, not to watch, but to step in. This has been Grandpa T, and I'll see you where the current is strongest.